Hello everybody, it's GrabFDG here. Today we have an extremely fun, really good Ooze Tribal Legacy deck tech. So let's get into it. So our two Ooze Tribal cards, which are the only two Ooze Tribal cards in existence, are Bio-Waste Blob and Biogenic Ooze. Bio-Waste Blob is a 2 green legendary Ooze. Sorry, I wish it was legendary. Normal creature ooze that says oozes you control get +1/+1. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a commander, create a copy of Bio-Waste Blob. That second ability makes it much better. However, this is Legacy, there are no commanders, so it's just a normal 4 mana 1/1 that says oozes you control get +1/+1. So that's still Ooze Tribal. And then we have a much better card, which is Biogenic Ooze, which really just makes the deck amazing. Which is a 3 green, I almost said legendary again. 3 green, 2/2 normal creature ooze. When it enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green ooze creature token, and at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each ooze you control. And then you can pay 1 green to create a 2/2 green ooze creature token. Very good. So at the beginning of our end step, we're putting a +1/+1 counter on all of our Ooze armies, and our Ooze army. So it's very good. Then, since we have a pretty high mana curve in this deck, we need some ramp with. We have 4 Llanowar Elves and 2 Findhorn Elves, which both are elves that cost 1, and they both tap for 1 singular green. Then we've got the rest of our oozes with 3 Predator Ooze, a green 1/1 with Indestructible. When it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and when a creature dealt damage by it dies, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So it's just growing throughout the game, again fitting our +1/+1 counter theme. We have Experiment 1, which is 1 green for a 1/1 human ooze with Evolve. We can remove 2 +1/+1 counters from it to regenerate it, and it has Evolve, so whenever a creature enters the battlefield that has a greater power or toughness, we can put a +1/+1 counter on Experiment 1. Then we've got Scavenging Ooze, 4 copies of it. 1 green for a 2/2 ooze. We can pay 1 green to exile a card from a graveyard, but if it was a creature card, we put a +1/+1 counter on Scavenging Ooze, and we gain 1 life, so it's pretty good. Then we have 2 copies of Mitotic Slime, very good for aristocrat decks, but it's not an aristocrat deck. It is a 4 green 4/4 ooze that says when it dies, put 2 2/2 green ooze creature tokens on the battlefield that say when this creature dies, put 2 1/1 ooze creature tokens on the battlefield. So when it dies, create 2 more tokens, and when those tokens dies, they each create 2 more tokens. So it's very nice. Oh, and then we have Umori the Collector, which is 2 Go Gary. But in this deck, it's basically just 2 green for a 4/5 legendary ooze with companion. But that doesn't matter. And when it enters the battlefield, choose a card type, and then spells we cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast, so all our creatures cost 1 less to cast. Then we have our instants and sorceries with Mystic Genesis, 2 green blue for an instant. We counter target spell and create an XX green ooze creature token where X was that spell's converted mana cost. So we're countering a spell and creating a huge ooze or small ooze. And then we've got Slime Molding. We can dump all of our mana into this. It's X and a green for a sorcery that says put an XX green ooze creature token onto the battlefield. And then we have another great card, Gelatinous Genesis, a sorcery. Another great thing that we can dump all of our mana into. It's XX green, that's what it costs. And it says create XXX green ooze creature tokens. So we're creating XX green ooze creature tokens. So let's say we pay X for, I don't know, 4. Not X, X is 2. So that would cost 5 mana. We would create 2 2/2 green ooze creature tokens. Then for our mana base, we're just running 16 forests and 4 Yavimaya Coasts and 4 Botanical Sanctums. Yavimaya Coast can tap for a colorless or either of our colors, but it deals 1 damage to us. And Botanical Sanctum, which enters tapped unless we control 2 or fewer other lands. And then, of course, you have to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the good stuff. And, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.